Ever feel like meditation is one of those things, you should do, but can never quite grasp?
Yeah.
Like, how does just sitting still actually change anything?
Right.
Well, you're not alone.
Yeah.
We're about to unpack a fascinating dissertation.
Okay.
Mahamudra Meditation, Stages in Contemporary Cognitive Psychology.
Okay.
By Daniel Brown.
Right.
It bridges this gap between this ancient Tibetan Buddhist practice and what we're learning about the brain through modern psychology.
It's a really compelling exploration.
Yeah.
And one that actually resonates a lot with my own journey.
Mm-hmm.
You see, my path to becoming a scholar of Buddhist psychology
really
mirrors the stages of conversion that Brown lays out in his dissertation.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So walk us through this.
Sure.
How does Brown connect someone going from, say, Buddhism is kind of cool to this is my life now?
Right.
With actual psychological principles.
Well, it often starts with that initial spark of interest.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It might be reading a book or hearing a talk, or even, as in your example, thinking Buddhism seems kind of cool.
Yeah.
This really resonates with social psychology research on persuasion.
Okay.
A credible source is key.
Right. Like if a friend whose taste you trust
Exactly.
recommends a restaurant, you're more likely to try it.
Exactly. And Brown compares this to how a student might encounter a respected lama.
Yeah.
Their teachings carry weight because of their experience and position.
Right.
But there's another layer, too.
Okay.
For the message to truly stick, it needs to challenge your existing beliefs without completely overwhelming them.
Right.
Think of it like a conversation.
Yeah.
You're more likely to be receptive to someone who respectfully presents a different viewpoint rather than someone who attacks your deeply held convictions.
So it's about finding that sweet spot between what you're already comfortable with and something that pushes you just enough to reconsider your perspective.
Precisely.
Yep.
And in those early stages, faith plays a crucial role.
Okay.
Not just faith in the teachings themselves, but also faith in your own ability to learn and grow.
It's interesting you mentioned that because I've always struggled with the idea of blind faith.
Sure.
But you're saying it's more nuanced than that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Brown links this to the psychological concept of self-efficacy.
Okay.
The belief in your own capacity to succeed.
Right.
You need to believe that you can grasp these teachings.
Yeah.
That they can make a difference in your life. It's not about blindly accepting something.
Yeah.
But rather trusting yourself to engage with the material and see where it leads.
So it's about having faith in the process.
Yes.
And in your own ability to navigate it.
Precisely.
Okay.
And Brown emphasizes, just as Tibetan Buddhism does, that each person's journey is unique.
Of course.
We all come to the table with different personalities, experiences, and ways of thinking.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So we've got this initial spark of interest, a credible source, presenting challenging yet relatable ideas, and then this crucial element of faith.
Yes.
Both in the teachings and our own ability to learn and grow.
Exactly.
It sounds like the perfect recipe for a journey of self-discovery, wouldn't you say?
I'd agree. But what's truly fascinating is how these initial steps pave the way for even deeper, more transformative experiences through specific Mahamudra practices.
Right.
Practices that, as Brown highlights, have striking parallels in modern psychology.
Okay, so we've talked about the psychology behind that initial conversion or commitment to the path of Mahamudra.
Yeah.
But what happens next? What are these practices Brown keeps referring to, and how do they connect with modern psychology?
This is where things get really interesting. Brown delves into a core set of Mahamudra practices that at first glance might seem a little out there, even to someone familiar with meditation.
Okay.
We're talking about tantric visualizations.
Visualizations, huh?
Yeah.
I'll admit that doesn't immediately scream scientifically proven to me.
Right.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Picturing waterfalls, rainbows, that sort of thing.
Not quite.
Okay.
These visualizations are far more structured and intricate.
Okay.
And while they might seem like something out of a mystical text, Brown draws fascinating parallels to the psychology of self-awareness. Particularly what's known as objective self-awareness.
Okay, you're going to have to break that down for me. What exactly is objective self-awareness?
Imagine looking in a mirror
Okay.
You see your reflection, right?
Yeah.
Not just as a physical image, but as a distinct self that you're observing.
Okay.
This separation.
Yeah.
This ability to view yourself as an object.
Right.
Is what psychologists refer to as objective self-awareness.
Okay.
And studies have shown that inducing this state, even through simple techniques, like placing people in front of mirrors, can lead to greater introspection.
Okay.
And even behavior change.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you're saying these Mahamudra visualizations, as wild as they might seem, actually tap into the same psychological state?
Exactly.
Okay.
Brown dives into 3 specific visualization practices in detail, showing how each one aligns with established psychological principles.
Okay. I'm definitely intrigued now.
Yeah.
Walk us through these visualizations.
Sure.
What do they involve and how do they work?
The first one is called Dorje Sem's Deepa meditation.
Okay.
Now, this one might sound a bit intimidating.
Okay.
It involves visualizing a wrathful deity.
Okay.
But here's the key.
Yeah.
This deity embodies all the negative qualities you're trying to overcome.
Yeah.
Anger, jealousy, attachment, and so on.
So it's like you're confronting your inner demons head on, but in a very vivid visual way.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay.
And what's fascinating is that this practice has a striking similarity to certain therapeutic approaches.
Okay.
Brown highlights research showing that suppressing negative emotions can actually be detrimental.
Yeah.
Sometimes we need to acknowledge, even embrace those darker aspects of ourselves to move past them. This visualization, in a sense, provides a safe space to do just that.
So by visualizing these negative qualities in such a powerful way, it's almost like you're taking away their power over you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about shining a light on the shadows, not running from them.
Right.
And as you engage with this visualization, you're also cultivating that sense of objective self-awareness.
Right.
You're observing these negative qualities, not as you, but as aspects of the self that can be transformed.
Amazing. That's pretty powerful stuff.
It is.
What about the other visualizations Brown discusses?